Hello guys, NEET PG 2025 just got over. Some of you may just be returning home to your homes or hostels. Uh, you will feel extremely exhausted, once the adrenaline rush is over, And as you open your phones, you will be seeing a lot of videos. Recall videos will just be starting very soon. Mega recalls, marathon recalls, subject wise recalls by various coaching classes, various faculties. There is no escaping this at all. So I suggest, eat something, on a full stomach. You end up seeing this because, you will end up opening your phones. You will be bombarded by all these from all sides. There is no escaping, like I said. So I thought, let me just share a few thoughts to help you survive these first 24 to 48 hours post exam. It is going to be tough. Sometimes you will feel, somebody will say, oh, exam was very easy. Somebody will say it was moderate or standard. I would say it was still a standard paper based on what recalls I am seeing. It is never very easy. There is always going to be some questions which are little off track, or some questions which are new. So I would say it was a standard paper that, given, until the results come, you really don't know what is going to happen. So once you start seeing the recalls, you realize, some of the options which people are quoting are wrong, because the recall is always going to be patchy. It is never going to be a full perfect recall. Somebody will end up mixing up the options. Somebody will end up mixing up one question with another, two similar sounding questions. So your faculty and your teachers are trying to get these questions so that they can come up with a good and final recall later. So the initial recall is going to be always a little off track, and that ends up confusing you even more. That good or great feeling you get when you realize what you had marked, what you answered was correct. So also that really horrible, awful feeling in your stomach which you get when you realize you had marked something which you thought was right but it turned out to be wrong. And not to mention that really stinky feeling you get when you realize you actually made a silly mistake. So these are all things which will be happening over the course of the next 1 to 2 days. But then there is one thing which is for sure: the exam is over, exam is done and dusted. There is nothing much you can do about it. So once this initial recall phase passes, just pat yourself on the back, be happy for yourself. You have survived one tough year of preparation. You have given your best shot. As long as you're convinced that you're given your best shot, you must be proud of yourself. Do some things which are pending for a long time. Do some things which give you that feel good feeling, maybe having your favorite food, or going out to the movies, traveling, meeting up with friends, playing games. Do whatever you feel you've been putting off for quite some time now. You deserve it, actually. See what happens: as doctors, we are generally very hard on ourselves. As students, we are like that. Later, as practitioners, we are like that. We tend to be, we want to give the best to our patients. So we tend to strive towards perfection. That is always good. You should never be mediocre. You should strive towards perfection. But in that journey, you should not be too hard on yourself. You should not kick yourself too often. So others will not understand this part of doctor's life. Only especially the non-doctors in your own family. Your parents will not understand it, your siblings will not understand it, your spouse will not understand it, because they're not going through it. So it is not always like someone will come and say, I got your back, don't worry. Sometimes you deserve it to yourself. You got to say, I got my own back. I have put in the effort, I have given my best shot. Let's see what happens. The NEET PG exam aside, before I sign off, let me tell you, I'll give you an example. Say a group of few friends, your own group was there. One guy gets 100th rank in NEET PG. He ends up taking general surgery in, MAMC or KM or something. There's another guy who got 1000th rank. He ends up taking general medicine in his own state college, or any college which he finds good. There's another guy who got 5000th rank. He got MD anesthesia and in a government college or in a private college in a tier 1 or tier 2 city. So all said and done, these three guys meet up 5 years later, they realize that they're working in the same hospital. So no one is really concerned. The patient is not at all concerned about your NEET PG rank. You are not concerned about your anesthetist's NEET PG rank. Okay, you as a surgeon will be doing the surgery. Before that, the cardiologist would have seen and given the fitness. Let's assume if it was a case of appendicitis itself. This guy had some cardiac issues, so the cardiologist or the physician went on to become a cardiologist, maybe gives the fitness. Then the anesthetist is required to induce anesthesia and ultimately revive the patient. So, how did your NEET PG rank really matter? You will not carry this throughout your life. Ask some of the people, practitioners who are out there. Do they go and tell their patients, I got this rank in NEET PG. I'll be able to treat you better. Not at all. It is the course of the next 3 years. What you do, what you learn, and later on your fellowships or your subsequent specialty trainings if you're going into it, or without your specialty trainings also, your clinical experience which goes into it, that's what ends up helping you through your journey of the rest of the doctor's life, if I can say that. So all the best, guys. Don't be too hard on yourself. Wait till results, then chalk out what next has to be done. Be proud of yourself. Do some things which make you happy. All the best. See you on the other side very soon.